United Kingdom is set to send some of Ghana's crown jewels back home 150 years after looting them from the court of the Asante King. The gold artifact will be loaned to Ashanti Kingdom following a 3-year agreement with Otumfuo Osei II.
32 looted golden artifacts displayed in UK museums have been scheduled for return to Ghana. Most of the items which are to be loaned to its custodial owners were taken during the 19th century wars between the British and the Asante. The items included a golden pipe, sword of state and gold badges worn by officials charged with cleansing the soul of the king. Both the UK and the Asantehene have reached a 3-year agreement where the loaned artifact will be displayed in the Menchar Palace Museum as part of the Asantehene Silver Jubilee celebration. The agreement is subject to 3 years extension, after which they will be repatriated to the UK museums. The UK is deliberately refusing to permanently return stolen artifacts in their custody to their countries of origin, hence the enactment of legislation to protect them. The decision has been met with criticisms from a section of the Ghanaian public. The Asante gold artifacts are the ultimate symbol of the Asante royal government and are believed to be invested with the spirit of former Asante kings.
Now, the man who led the negotiation with the UK, Ivor Ajimandia, joins us on the telephone for detailed discussion on this. Grateful for joining us. Now, he is joining us via Zoom now. How long did the negotiation last?
It's been running for the last 9 months. We started in May last year, and we concluded some 2 weeks or so ago.
And when are these artifacts coming into the country?
Most likely between April and May of this year.
Yeah. How do you react to a section of the public who feel that the UK should rather return the stolen items in their custody other than loaning it to its original owners?
I would say this is a legitimate question to ask in the light of what happened in 1874. These obviously were looted objects that were taken to Britain in particular, but some of them also found ways in European museums, and some crossed the Atlantic to the Americas. So obviously, the history of the objects dictate that people can easily ask this question like this, a legitimate question. But then we were also operating within the historical antecedents of the time. Looted objects, yes, but the British have them. They have them, and they have enacted laws around these objects. Such that is very difficult. The laws of antiquity are very strong laws, and museums, national museums in particular in the UK, cannot permanently return these objects, even if there is a goodwill by workers, by museum economists who feel that they should look at the laws again. As it is now, it cannot. So as it cannot, we only had to look into what was possible, and the loan agreement of possibly 6 years was what was available. And mind you, we've been talking about the return of these objects for close to 50 years, and we had not made any headway. So we needed to change strategy along the line. We needed to look at other options. In particular, for this year, which is 150 years since they were taken, the centenary year of Prempeh's return from exile, and as you rightly said, Otumfuo's own Silver Jubilee. At least to have these objects returned home, to have a feel of the creativity of forebears was something that had been on the minds of many.
I wish we can talk more on this, but I'm grateful that you joined us here. This is still Joy News Prime. We'll take